Just testing the scent there. The reason I say it's a female is just look at the shape. Quite sleek, not very bulky, the head also not that big. And then of course, most likely that it's Karula. She's quite a small, delicate female, beautiful leopard. And this is right smack bang in the middle of her sort of favorite area that she hangs out in her territory. Always nice to see her. We haven't seen her youngsters for quite a while. She's got 2 cubs that are about a year old now, but we haven't seen them for months. Well, not months. Last time we saw them on the 15th of December. Alex and I saw them close to Impala Plain side. And what she's doing at the moment is just sniffing around, seeing what's been around. I don't know, maybe there's a bit of a scent of another leopard that's moved through here that we don't know of. Just testing the smell. Absolutely stunning. Oh, there's a lot of impala in the background as well. You see all the eyes there. Let's just try and move again. Guys, we can't see anything at the moment. Just want to listen to the radio quickly. Explain to you now. Basically, it looks like she wants to start hunting. Now, if we put lights on it at the moment, also Sydney switches lights off. It's difficult to see. Now, I just need to see what happens with the game drives as soon as we know. Let me just have a quick look there. There's the elephant still. Let's have a look at those quickly. There's a couple of game drives on the way, so we're not going to be able to stay too long. And like I said, we don't want to put lights on it at the moment because the other game drives are here as well, so they're using normal lights. It makes it a little bit trickier, the whole setup we've got. The elephant's right there. Also some impalas quite close by. We're going to have to make some space for the game drives. Yeah, so now I'm going to pull out, thank you very much. Well, guys, you're going to have to move on. There's a couple of game drives coming in, so I'm able to see more at the moment, but if things go well, and if they don't get disturbed too much, I hear the impalas are calling a bit now, then maybe she catches something tonight since she's around tomorrow. The fact that she's back in the area alone is very, very exciting. Hopefully we can find her again in the morning. Look at that. That's a lot of impala. Look at that. There to the left as well, Alex.
Where are you now?
As you can see. Loads of them, probably 100 plus impalas, that really big herd that's been around. We're going to leave them for now. But yeah, it could be a drama that's going to unfold in this area tonight. Whew. What an afternoon and evening so far. It's been amazing. Let's just move this away quickly. Let's do it like that. It's been amazing. Wildlife, elephant, rhino, leopard here at the end. And I think just to keep things safe sound-wise, batteries are beeping a bit, but we should be all right. We can just answer a few questions and then say good night. So, Hayley, fire away.
Okay, first question is from Victoria. Her 12-year-old son Nathan is asking, his favorite animal on the drives are kudu. He wants to know what the word kudu means.
Good question, actually, and I enjoy that for two reasons. Victoria, thank you for sending that through. And Nathan, very welcome on the driver with us. It's always very, very cool to have young people as well on the game drive. Hopefully you're going to enjoy this a lot as well. Kudu is something you really like. It's antelope that we see quite often. One of my favorite animals, definitely one of my top favorite animals. The bulls are just spectacular, such royal animals, and the females also just very beautiful. The name itself actually has got no specific meaning. There's a couple of sort of folklore jokes about where the name comes from. I'm not going to go into those too much just now. But the spectacular antelope, and the name, I presume, comes from the Afrikaans name, which is spelled K-O-E-D-O-E, kudu, and then got translated into English. But again, I could be totally wrong. Maybe it's a name that comes from much further back in history. Maybe it comes from East Africa. So, Nathan, unfortunately, I don't know exactly where the name comes from, but I can tell you that I share that feeling that you have for them. They are spectacular antelope, and I love seeing them every single time we see them. If anyone maybe knows where the name originates from, I don't know, maybe there's some history to it, please let us know. But like I said, it's just awesome antelope. Thank you, Nathan, for asking a question. It's awesome. Hayley, next one.
Next one is from Marcia, asking, she says she watches the Nkora camp quite a bit. She would like to know if you see the same animals there than what you would in Djuma here.
Marcia, just to answer that briefly, the camera that you referred to in Nkora is not that far from us, in a straight line, probably 10, 11 kilometers. So not necessarily exactly the same animals, like Karula, the leopard we just saw here. Djuma doesn't go that far to the east. And so there will be individual differences, but at the same time, the Mapocho males can go that far as well. So there are some animals that go that far. But in terms of your general wildlife, in other words, the kind of species that we see, it would be virtually the same. It is very much the same area. There's slightly more open areas in that direction, also towards Djuma Bush Lodge, they're in that same area. So species-wise, behavior-wise, and so on, exactly the same. But in terms of specific individuals, that can vary a little bit.
The third and final question from Valerie from Florida. Would like to know what our plan is on doing with frogging. She knows that some time ago we were planning on doing some frogging. Are we still planning on doing that?
Interesting question. We're getting lots of good questions tonight. I was going to say Valerie from Florida. He's asking about frogging and if we are going to do some frogging. It's something we're discussing and thinking about at the moment in terms of how to and what to catch and not to catch. Personally, I don't think I'm that keen on catching anything really. But in terms of doing frogging, if the opportunity presents, we'd love to show you some frogs, get you as close to them as we can, maybe with the cameras. But I can't say exactly how we're going to do that yet. A few different reasons for it. One is that the best frogging is to be done around about the time that it's raining. Obviously, we can't go out in those conditions. But if we get some big thunderstorms, like we are likely to get somewhere in the next few weeks or the next month or so, we will definitely go around to some pans, dams or waterholes, any of those, and go have a look around and see if we can maybe show you some of those amazing animals up close as well. I'm sure frogs is something a lot of people find interesting. Everything from me and you up to people that study nature and want to see what's going to happen with the future of our planet. Frogs are one of the indicative species that can really show you how the climate around them is changing. So it's a species that's going to be watched a lot more closely in future. Valerie, thank you for the question. And thank you everyone. I've had a sensation of more people on drive tonight. I don't know if it's just my imagination. I'm sure that's happening. And it's nice to have so many questions. It's always nice to have interaction. To literally have you guys sitting here right there with Alex by the camera and sitting on the back of the vehicle. And I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you very much for joining us at WildEarth live here at Djuma. From myself, Peter, from Hayley in a very busy live control center, and from James as well, and Alex behind the camera. Have an awesome evening. Enjoy the waterhole camera. Karula is around, that female leopard. It's a very good chance she might be around the waterhole. Those elephants are still around as well. They might be around again by the water. So watch that and check it out. And we'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early, 5:30. I'm looking forward to getting out there again and having lots of you on drive with us. Bye-bye.